People, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time here, please do not forget subscribe below and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I post the next video you would be the first to watch. My name is Milton. For those who are seeing my face for the very first time, I'm equally called the Anointed Village Boy and a chairman of the broke community. So guys, another video is here for the broke community. If you really think or if you really want to travel to Canada, then this is a video for you to watch. And please make sure you watch this video till the very end so that you can understand every little detail. The video is going to be about something that you should do if you really want to get a Canada study visa or a study permit to study in Canada. Guys, I must draw your attention to the fact that now moving to Canada is becoming very, very difficult. Remember, with a study visa, it is not everybody that is getting. I have a lot of people who applied and they are still waiting till date after 3 to 4 months. They haven't gotten visa. Some of them, their schools have started. And in this case, you cannot travel again to Canada. We don't know what IRCC is saying or what they are doing, but just know that the game is over. You need to start again. The second group of people are those who want to travel to Canada on visitor's visa, and I will show you a video, or let me say a screenshot. I'm going to make a video to explain to you why it is even more difficult to travel to Canada on a visitor's visa now. The third visa category is the working visa. Is it easy to get an employer to employ you so that you can use your employment contract to apply for a working visa? It is very, very difficult. You need a job offer in Canada, and in this case, if you are not very serious, you may not get it. So these three visa categories are not easy now to get. The other option is the PR pathway. Is it easy now to be selected from the pool of applicants? Because the PR pathway is, you have to first of all go enter a pool. Then after you enter the pool, candidates are going to be selected from that group, all right, and invited for them to apply for PR. Is it easy to do that? It is not easy because the points keep going up and down. So what I've been advising students who come to me via appointments is that please make sure you use every legal means possible to find yourself in Canada, because trust me, if you find yourself in Canada legally, no matter what, at the end of the day, you will still get the permanent residency. If and only if you are legal, and of course, the citizenship. So first, try to find yourself into this country. It is not going to be easy. If you keep wasting a lot of time, things will be very difficult. I am saying this because first, look at what happened last few weeks. The Canadian government said that they are trying to reduce the rate of student visas to international students, which means that maybe if they were to take 1,000 now, they may be taking 700. 300 people will be dropped. You understand? Because of what? Housing crisis in Canada. Canada is facing a lot of issues when it comes to accommodation. So now, this is what you need to do. If you must get a study visa, your study visa approved, you need to pay attention to your study plan. There are two other things I will be talking about, but this is the first thing, study plan. Now, what is study plan? Study plan is the gap, all right? Let's assume that, let's just talk with example. Let's assume that in 2015, Vanessa graduated with mathematics as a bachelor's degree holder. Vanessa was a bachelor's degree holder in mathematics. But as I speak, Vanessa has been working for the past 5 years as a teacher. Vanessa has been teaching. Now, is Vanessa going, and Vanessa wants to move to Canada now. Let's say Vanessa wants to move with a family now. The next question now comes in, would Vanessa go now and apply for maybe master's in mathematics, diploma in mathematics? The answer is no. Vanessa cannot go now and apply for anything related to mathematics. Do you know why? Because he graduated more than 7 years ago, and for the past 5 years, Vanessa has been teaching as a teacher. So what would best suit Vanessa now is if Vanessa go and look for a course related to curriculum. Let's assume that there is a course called curriculum studies, maybe early childhood education, maybe teachers education, maybe biology teacher. You understand, a course like that in a community college. Vanessa can apply to a course like this. Now, Vanessa is applying to this course because of what? Though he wants to really like go further in education, though he graduated with mathematics, it doesn't mean that he should go and start applying for mathematics. You have to find a way. You have to look for a means to explain yourself to the visa officer and convince them to give you the visa. The reason is because you are looking at career goals, all right? Of course, you graduated with maths, but now you are not doing mathematics. You are rather teaching. So you have to be looking at things related to teaching and curriculum studies. This is what you need to put into consideration. If you do things like this and do them properly, you might just be landing the visa, the study visa. Remember the permit you are going to get in Canada. Now let's assume that Vanessa is not working. Maybe Vanessa did an internship in a company, or maybe went to a private school and was teaching part-time, not paid, but he did an internship. All right, let's assume that Vanessa maybe went somewhere, maybe in a care home, and was also doing another internship. Would Vanessa go back and start applying for mathematics? No. Vanessa rather now can apply for what? A program related to the care job, maybe early childhood, maybe curriculum studies, anything related to what he did for the 6 months internship, or what he was doing, or she was doing, sorry. We are just using Vanessa as an example. So after that, Vanessa is going to tell the visa officer that though I graduated in 2015 in mathematics, but I've not been working, but rather I want to study this course so that I can come back home and do something related to this, because I equally have some experiences. I have been doing this in this particular area for 6 months. Now the visa officer is going to see a correlation in what Vanessa wants to do. Don't go and start applying for things that you have not touched for the past 5 years or maybe 3 years. No. It doesn't really correlate. If you do that, it's going to be a lot of problems for you. Of course, I understand that you can change careers. Maybe you might decide that since I have mathematics, for example, Vanessa might decide that since I have mathematics, okay, it would be wise for me to go and maybe do something, maybe in English studies, right? Or let's say maybe nursing. Yes, of course, you can apply for nursing, though you did mathematics. But the problem is, would you be able to defend yourself? If you are able to defend yourself, it should be career-wise. What have you been doing since you left 2015 after doing mathematics? Have you done some certificate courses in nursing? Maybe have you had some proud training in a nursing? Have you done internship in any hospital that can really convince you, or that you saw something there that convinced you to go in for nursing? Did you do that? If yes, you can apply for nursing, right? If no, you have to do it in the field that you really got information. This is what you need to do. We call this study plan. Your study plan is going to help you. When you explain yourself, then you add the other 2 requirements, which I'm going to talk about them in another video. You stand a great chance to get the visa. For example, right? Let me use another example. Let's assume that you graduated maybe in history in 2014, and right now you are working as an accountant in a financial institution. Will you go and start applying for history because you graduated in history 2018? No. You need to apply for something related to what you are doing now. If you are working in a financial institution, go for things like maybe banking and finance, right? It depends on your role. If you are an accountant in the bank, or maybe in a cooperative, or maybe in an organization, if you are a bossa, in a school, you cannot apply for accountancy, maybe business/accounting, right? Excellent. If you finish school and you are into business, you are doing business. Let's assume that you are doing drop shipping from China, or you ship materials from China. You are doing international business, right? You can do maybe global business, something related to global business. You go to a college, you look at the programs, you look for what is related to global business, maybe international business, business management, okay, transport and logistics. These are things that are all related, or maybe transport and business analytics. All these relates to what you are currently doing. So you should put in for an application for this. Another thing I want to tell you before I drop from this video is that if you want to get a visa now in Canada, try to apply early. The fall intake is already open. Some schools are accepting application. And thus, you should try to put in for your visa application as early as possible, because this is the only way that you are going to succeed. Trust me, a lot of people will not still get the Canada visa. Canada is a place where you succeed and enter. You are, of course, I know we are all fighting for our kids, right? Our future kids, our families and everything. But again, put in your application now. It is very, very important. I hope this video helps you. Please, if you have not fingered this subscribe button, finger it immediately. Finger the subscribe button, tap on it and turn on the bell, so that when I post the next video, you would be the first to watch. This is community greetings coming from the Anointed Village Boy. Till we meet again in another one.